got our GH4 battery charger packed up.
It is snowing a lot.
Authorization.
Yes. Loads and loads of stuff to film, both with quad bikes. So it's almost 7:30 AM. We've got just over 12 hours left in Morocco, but that's a lot of that time we're waiting at the airport, about 2 hours of it obviously. So we have 5 hours of driving to do. We have quite a lot of filming to do. So we've only already got 6 hours. We've got multiple locations. We have to sort of fly the Christmas outfit. So we have an insane amount of stuff to do. We've got a lot done. We've got some awesome footage that I've kind of checked up on the trip, which I'm really happy with. But the pressure's kind of really on to finish this off. We spent the rest of the day in the car to start to head back to Marrakech to ensure we'd be able to film everything we need on our final day.
So we've just arrived now in Marrakech. We've got 4.5 hours before we need to be at the airport, so we've got to get everything done. That includes testing the new Feiyutech gimbal, the last one we've got to do, the two 360 cameras, the Insta360 and the Ricoh. We've got to pick up the Santa costume, as well as film our 360 Christmas card video, and of course we've got to clean our camera sensors. We've arrived at our first location, which is where we're filming our office kind of 360 Christmas card with the GoPro Odyssey. So Mustafa has brought us a Father Christmas outfit after we left our first one in England. As I mentioned before, the GoPro Odyssey, which is a really high resolution camera, obviously because it's 16 GoPros. It's actually 3D 360 as well, so you have an individual for left and right eye. But yeah, the problem is it's massively data heavy. It's a huge amount of data, and you have to upload it to something called Google Jump, and they then stitch it together for you. So Rupert is over there. We're about to film our 360 Christmas card all the way back here.
So we just finished our yearly 360 Christmas card off. I absolutely destroyed the outfit, unfortunately. And now we've got a load more stuff to do. We've got a couple of hours before we need to be at the airport. First up being, we're going to film an interview with Mustafa from Atlas and Sahara Tours for their promo video. So we've just wrapped our interviews in the middle of this lovely desert. But of course, being out in the desert, things get quite dusty. So you might have to take a break and clean a sensor. So that's what we're going to do right now. Our A7S has been all the way through the Sahara and it's managed really well. However, we are starting to notice a few specks of dust now on each image. So I'm going to show you how to clean a sensor in about 60 seconds. We have a little kit just here and it features a bunch of little swabs. Unfortunately, they didn't have the size for full frame, so I've had to go with APS-C, which was the biggest ones they had. It also came with a bit of fluid in case your sensor is really, really, really dusty. So first things first is I'm going to see where the wind's coming from. It's kind of this direction, so I'm going to make sure the sensor's not facing towards it. And I'm going to take off my lens and adapter like so, revealing the sensor. A lot of people will be scared by this, but don't worry, it does take a fair bit to damage a sensor. I'm then going to take one of these swabs out the packet, and you can see there's a nice soft end at the top there. I'm not going to touch that because I don't want to contaminate it at all. If it was really dusty, I would then drop a little bit of the fluid just on the top. However, it's not too bad, so I'm not going to do that today. But normally you'd only want one drop on the top. Okay, and now that I'm all ready, it's simply going to be 2 swipes. I'm going to do one way like this, from side to side, just across like that. I'm then going to flip this over and do the other side. So here we go across. Yep, looks good. Now I'm going to do the other side on the bottom half, like so. Give it a quick look, and that is now one spotless sensor. And there we have it, clean sensor. No more specks of dust. If you do still see specks, that's probably meaning you need to clean your lens, not your sensor as well. That's all you need to do to clean your sensor. We just finished off filming the interview, sorted out some kit, cleaned the sensor, all that sort of thing. And we are now heading over to do some 4x4 driving to film that. Then we'll head back to Marrakech. We'll have maybe 30 minutes to try out the 2 360 cameras we've brought. I'll do one, Ollie will do the other. Then we'll have maybe half an hour to try 2 different mini 360 cameras we've brought. Ollie will do one, I'll do the other. And then hopefully we'll get on our flight. So we're we're now filming our last 2-minute Feiyutech social video. We have about 20 minutes to film it. We're going to film some 4x4 driving, and we are now starting. So we were filming some 4x4 driving for the Feiyutech video, and we've gotten the 4x4's gotten stuck in the mud by the lake. It's pretty buried deep down, so they're calling another car to pull it out the lake. We need to obviously get our flight, so they've kindly getting a car to come collect us and take us to Marrakech. So it's all still good.
Ready?
Let's go get our flight, mate. What are you stressing about, Oz?
You trying to squeeze too much into too little time, as always. So, Rupert, why is Charlie running?
Charlie has left a camera bag in the stranded 4x4 by the lake. Good run, Charlie.
Yeah, it was a good run. It's the most exercise I've done for about 2 months, but I got it.
So we're 5 minutes from the airport. We've got 20 minutes before we've got to get our flight, and we've got 2 compact 360 cameras to test. We've got a pretty cool location behind us, so you can see the mountains, the sunset, a load of cranes, and we're going to test these 2 360 cameras. Now, we do quite a lot of 360, but generally if it's for a client, we wouldn't use a small camera like this or the Samsung Gear 360 or whatever else. What we do use it for a lot is time lapses, because it means you've got some other little cameras you can put up while you're filming and get some other 360 shots. And the images on these smaller cameras hold up pretty well to the video on the bigger camera. Now these cameras also do live video, which is a really cool feature. So I think generally in terms of particularly producing content for social media, they're really cool.
Anyway, which one would you like, Rupert? Do you want to try the Insta360 or the Ricoh Theatre?
Theta.
So, Rupert, I said Theta. Do you want the Insta360 or the Ricoh Theta?
I will go for the Insta360, please.
Go on then.
But this one plugs into your phone, this one connects via an app. And we're gonna go try and take some cool 360 pictures. We're kind of racing right now to see who can get onto theirs first.
So I'm on the Wi-Fi network. You see the Wi-Fi's on there. There you go, 1050. So that's what I'm using. And then I need to find the password. So just the number is the default password. So
I'm not entirely sure how to connect to this camera. I haven't actually used it before. I've taken it out of the box. I've plugged it in. Ah, wait a sec. So if I can apparently connect to this via Bluetooth, which means I don't have to have it plugged into the phone.
Well, I hate to interrupt, but I've just connected. So
damn it.
There you go. I'm gonna try and get a picture here. Hello. Everyone smile, okay, ready?
One of the things that's a little bit frustrating about this camera is that when you take a picture, there's a bit of a lag time, but as it has to process, I'm not sure if it's going to come out blurry or not. But other than that, the interface is super easy to use. I mean, Ollie's just doing a great job of getting the crowd going, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty good. My camera's holding up very well. I actually closed the phone. All I need to do is unlock it and I'm back in.
Nice.
How about you, Rupert? How's yours doing?
I'm liking it. It's nice and easy, to be honest.
Okay, photo,
We have to leave to get our flight in
5 minutes.
5 minutes. As we walk back to the car, what do you think of your Rico Theta?
Yeah, I was pretty impressed. The fact that I can do everything by the app is great. I didn't get the opportunity because I don't think the kids understood, but it'd be possible to give this device to someone, have them walk somewhere, and then control when you start recording and when to take pictures, etc., from afar, which was super useful. It only showed me 1 bar of battery, but that lasted a significant amount of time. So.
The thing that I liked about the Insta360 I had it connected to my phone the whole time, but as I understand it, I think you connect via Bluetooth as well. It certainly had the option, but it had this kind of gyroscope option where I was wobbling the camera around, and it seemed to offset the movement beautifully. So you could definitely push this camera a little bit further in terms of walking with it and stuff, and the hope would be you wouldn't make people so motion sick. For a camera at this range, at this cost, that you can take 360 pictures on, little 360 videos, send live to Facebook, Periscope, all that, it's amazing. It really is fantastic. If you want to be posting 360 stuff on socials, go for it. We've got to leave to get our flight in 60 seconds. Ollie, what did you think of the trip?
Yeah, it's been a fantastic trip. I'm really tired. We packed a lot into a simple week, but hey, I wouldn't change it for the world. Oh, the highlight was the night sky in the Sahara Desert. I've never seen so many shooting stars in a single night in my life. How about yourself?
Either Sahara Desert or the quad biking. So much time on the road, it's been exhausting. We got to try so many new things. I learned quite a lot of new things as a filmmaker. We got to try some new kit. So massive thanks to Chris from Wex for making this all possible. And you know, hopefully I don't really know how we close this. Thanks for watching.
Cool montage of us catching a flight, woo!
So I think that filmmaking and travel marry really well together, and although for us those projects don't really make any real money, it definitely really pushes you as a filmmaker. You know, you turn up in a country you've never been to before, with surroundings you can't predict, with minimal sleep and working long hours, but it really pushes you and I think that it's always those situations for me personally that I've kind of thrived on and has taught me a huge amount about both myself and about filmmaking. So if you're feeling in a bit of a rut and you feel like your filmmaking isn't improving and you're not making that progress you want to, then I'd recommend booking a trip. Thanks for watching, and I hope that Chris asks us to do another one of these soon.